Excited to be here today to show you my textbook one-handed tile Toshi. Let's take a look at one-handed tile and how we would do it and when we would do it. So one-handed tile Toshi. This is my sleeve hand. My opponent's in a left-sided stance. I'm in a left-sided stance. I'm just holding his sleeve at this point. Okay, my Kazushi for my one-handed tile is to take my elbow, pull it high, and I want to extend him over this leg. Okay, so this is my first step in the Kazushi. As I start to turn into the throw, I'm going to pop my opponent in the shoulder here to get a reaction. Instead of grabbing the lapel, I'm actually just going to be popping him in the shoulder, and then the hand's going to slide straight across. So my second part of my Kazushi is touch the shoulder, then come across. Anywhere between the shoulder and the bicep is just added Kazushi, pulling him in that direction there. Okay, once I have my second Kazushi, I start to pivot around with my back foot, and I want to step all the way around, pretty much in line with this toe here. So I'm in this position. My body posture is straight up and down. I'm not bending at all. Okay, my third step, I come across, and I want to attack this front leg in between his ankle and his knee. Okay, and drop it into a nice low split position here. Now, very important that the hands, I'm not pressing down, I'm pressing around with my hands. This hand's gonna go in this motion as I turn my head and I rotate to finish the throw. Okay, so big Kazushi, shoulder across. We pivot around, keep the hands away from the body, take a stab across, and then continue to pull this in a circle as we throw our opponent. Okay, typically we would do this against a left on left or right on right situation. And the reason we're gonna resort to the one-handed tile, because if Isaac grabs my sleeve here and I've got two hands on the gi, it's very hard for me to come across on that tile and get some good Kazushi. I can get Kazushi with this hand, but I have a hard time using this backhand. Okay, so typically the way we'd set this up here is we've got our left grip. I've got some pressure here on my arm. I'm gonna take this hand off. Once I rip that hand off, he's thinking I'm then gonna power grip or grab. As I do that, I'm gonna start the Kazushi here, hit the shoulder, and come across. It's really important that when we finish our throw, we finish by rotating. This hand straightens out all the way to the knee. I continue to pull, and I wanna turn that way there, okay? So here I am, he's got my sleeve. We're in a left situation here. I rip the sleeve away, now right away. Kazushi, pop, come across, and I turn to finish. Okay? Now, some common mistakes. You guys you can't telegraph this throw. It's not something you can come over here and just grab this arm and hang out and think you can come in tile Toshi. It has to be on the move, and it has to be right away. Boom, then you go. Okay, so that's number one. We can't telegraph it and hang out on one side. Second, when we're coming in the throw, we don't bend now. We can't have a bent posture when we do tile. We have to have a low stance, and we have to be in good position to turn and rotate on the throw, okay? So those are the things to pay attention to. One more time, he's got my sleeve. I'm gonna rip this hand away. Boom. That's how we look at one-handed tile.